Good afternoon, everybody. I have the lovely Aria Carson with me here
Hi.
in the studio. Thank you for joining me today, Aria.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
This is it's a good day. We've already been going through your DMs in preparation for this, and boy oh boy, do you have some juicy stuff on this phone.
I do.
You just got. I mean, what was the message that just popped up then? It was something about your
My balloon nut?
Oh my god! So this is my first time hearing this expression. And what was the exact comment? It was like, "I want to see your balloon knot," or was it, "Let me see that balloon knot, baby"? Mm-hmm. And I was like, "What the fuck is a balloon knot?"
Butthole.
And it is a butthole. And boy, oh boy, am I now educated.
They don't want to see it.
No, you don't want to see it. Well, okay, so we might as well, since you brought it up, we might as well talk about that.
All right.
We'll go straight into it. You had an accident recently.
Yeah, I did. I was shooting content the other day, and it accidentally went in my butt.
Accidentally slid in your butt.
Yeah, I don't do anal, so.
And it was like at full pace, just like bam.
Yeah, it was like because I was on top and he was thrusting. I was slamming down at the same time.
Dangerous.
God, let me tell you, that was so bad, so painful.
Look, when you play with fire,
you can hear it. It's like I have it on the content, so it's like just like a pop.
And and you obviously are injured.
I'm hurt right now, so I'm just relaxing.
So it kind of tore.
I don't know about. Well, yeah, I would probably say so because this part was tight. She bruised.
Oh my god, you poor thing. That is. See, this is why you let the dude be in control of the thrusting. When you're like on top, when you girls are on top, this is how dicks get broken, and this is how buttholes get broken.
Yeah, I've broken a dick or two.
You actually have.
Well, I haven't like broken one, but I've like where you're both going at it and you just sit on the thing.
You've almost broken it, or you have.
I've sat on it, but it's not like it didn't like break or anything. It just like he just like my dick, and I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Dude, that is like my biggest fear. Every time we get into reverse cowgirl on set, that's the position that does it 90% of the time. Is when you go into reverse cowgirl and the girl tries to do this crazy like hip thrusting motion bullshit.
Yeah.
That's when the dude's dick's gonna break.
That's when it bends back, flops out, and then it.
Yeah. And you just slam onto it, and it's fucking snaps.
Yeah. Oh. I can't imagine. I don't have a penis, but
it's horrible.
It's like breaking your clit.
Let's get you in this way. Breaking your clit. It's a little bit different to breaking your clit. I had a buddy who actually broke his dick in the fake taxi.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, what happened? Did he have to go to the hospital?
Yeah. And I saw the photos. He posted the photos on Twitter. Bright purple. His dick was his whole penis bright purple. It was just revolting. Yeah.
What do they do?
They had to like stick a catheter in there and like
release the blood or something?
Yeah, like to drain all the bruising out of it and stuff. It was fucking intense. Yeah, but they put the scene up. I still put the scene up.
Did you see it break?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, you can see it. Like, you can see the exact moment when it happens.
No.
And he didn't get any compensation from the company.
I would have freaked out.
Yeah. They put the scene up. He just goes regular rate. Actually, did he get his rate? Maybe I'm pretty sure they paid him still. But that's it. Like, and he's in luckily he's in the UK where it's like NHS free healthcare.
Yeah.
Otherwise he'd be fucked.
Yeah.
Out here in the USA. And he's at a work, and it's like, holy shit.
I would cry.
Yeah, right. We've got a lot of people in the chat already. Good. I'm just going to say hello to everyone here. Suleimani, Thomas, good to see you. Anna, welcome back. Always good to see you in the chat, Anna. Bin Chickens United. That's the name of my chat, is the League of Extraordinary Bin Chickens.
Okay.
So when you see this, that is what that means. I forgot to tell you that before.
Bin chicken.
It's not an insult or anything. It's just them being silly.
Okay.
Black Russian, welcome. I haven't seen you in a while, Black Russian. It's good to see you, man. That time you caught a live show. Newcastle Toon.
Thank you.
There you go. You got fans in here already.
Newcastle 24 Toon. Thank you.
Zach, you'll take your front row seat. Good to see you again, Zach. Welcome back. Freedom Party again. Forgot to lock the back door. Luxathay, welcome back, man. Good to see you. Davina, always a pleasure to see you again. Tom Bombadil in the house. My man, welcome back. All right. And another glorious bin chicken right here. Exactly. Yeah, so But you did, so you actually did a scene. This one here.
Mm-hmm.
You were in a scene for all anal, right?
I was.
But because the way they do it is they have one girl basically sucking the balls while the other girl
Getting fucked in the ass.
fucked in the ass, right?
Yeah,
So,
and then like she takes it out of the ass and ass to mouth.
Ass to mouth,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that was as far as that's gone anally.
that's the closest you've been to butthole stuff.
Yep.
You've been on a site that's all anal, but you didn't do anal.
No.
Yeah, until... So when did this happen? When did your injury happen?
I think like 3-4 days ago.
Ow.
Something like that.
And you got a little... I saw in your car, you got a little cushion you got to sit on.
I got a donut.
A donut.
I have a neck pillow.
A plushie.
that I'm sitting my ass on because it hurts. I mean, you can look at it if you want.
We'll look at it later. We'll look at it later. I'm very curious to see how purple it is.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it was the other day, but it's okay. I almost went to the doctor, but then it was getting better. So
you poor thing. I'm so sorry.
It's right.
That's awful. That's. I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemies.
No, never.
Let's dive right into some of your DMs because while they're fresh in our mind because these are some pretty funny shit. Bring up that email that you had a second ago.
Okay.
This is a pretty funny one. So she's got an email in her inbox right here. It says, "Can I borrow your hair? I want to give it to my girlfriend. Maybe she can become beautiful like you." I think the green screen's gonna block it out.
100%.
Oh my god!
And
your Twitter DMs are fucking brilliant. There was a couple of really good ones at the very top here.
Okay.
This one you hate, right?
Yeah, I hate this.
And I've heard this kind of comment from a couple of pale skin girls. Chloe Cherry was saying, and Chloe Cherry and Lola Faye were telling me this as well. They get the same kind of comments. So we're going through her Twitter DMs now. We normally save this for like the end of an interview when I have girls on the show, but these were so juicy we just wanted to jump straight into them. So you're welcome, everybody. We'll be good to hear. You are a pale, natural ginger beauty. Love heart. Don't go too much in the sun, please. Do you get guys? Yeah, you said you get this kind of stuff a lot, right?
Yeah, I do.
The dudes talking about like, don't go in the sun, keep your skin pale.
Yeah, I keep my skin pale. I mean, I've gotten opposite comments too, like, ew, you're nasty, you need to go get a tan, stuff like that. But I've had that since I was literally a baby. Like literally my mom said that people would be like, dang, that's a white ass baby. Like, cause I was so pale growing up. And then I have freckles like all over, and people at school used to call me a tortilla. Yeah, they used to call me a tortilla, and they would tell me I need to go tan. And I actually did try like a fake tan once in eighth grade. Yeah, I went to school, and I remember walking down the hallway before I got to the steps, and people were giggling and like color crayon is what they called me. And I was
color crayon.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, I'm never tanning. I'm never trying to tan. I don't really have an interest in it. I've tried an actual tanning bed. It hurts my skin. So like. Yeah, it sucks.
Just keep it the way it is.
I like it.
It works for you.
I don't have a problem with it.
It works for you. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, it's what it is.
I don't mind I like girls with pale skin.
Thanks.
And obviously this guy does too. He's telling you to keep out of the sun. Do you get guys ever referring to you as having alabaster skin? Have you had that? I've had that.
Really? Porcelain, alabaster, milky. Like milky is like the number one thing. Especially if I'm with a guy, they have this thing where they'll like put their hand on my thigh and then like go up and be like, oh, you're so milky. You're so milky white. And I'm just like,
creepy.
I get really uncomfortable when guys are like, I love pale girls like you. Like your skin color is so perfect. I'm like, okay, we have a colorist here. We have a colorist. This is really awkward.
And they'll say that when they're with you.
With me or FaceTime or, like fans.
Because you'll do FaceTime, Skype stuff. With fans,
yeah. And I appreciate it, but I'm just like, okay, like, it's weird because it's like fetishizing the color of my skin, the paleness of my skin, and it's really weird to me.
Have guys done that in person with you as well?
No, not really.
No, it's more just the fans doing it over Skype as
fans. I did not realize that my skin was considered pretty until I was 17. Someone told me her, I forgot what her name was.
Really?
I went to high school with her. And she's like, your skin is so pretty. It's like porcelain. And that's the first time I ever heard that. And I literally I was like, what? like I didn't put like neon colors on my nails for the longest time because I'm so pale and I was so
You're
embarrassed.
afraid of the contrast.
Yeah, I was embarrassed of the contrast because I thought people would point it out and make fun of me.
Right.
Like they did in high school when I would wear different things or, I'm just that pale, awkward white girl. Like, and I'm just like, I don't like that.
Well, that's the thing where a lot of people don't realize, like, because fucking teenagers and kids are, like, brutal anyway. Like, teenagers and children will rip on people for fucking anything.
Yeah.
And a lot of girls have this where they don't know they're hot until after they leave high school.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's not as much, like, maybe they go to university or they go out into the real world. They're not surrounded by these same people who are just like teasing them all the time for the same shit they've been teasing them for like 10 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they found an insecurity and they're going to poke it for the whole time they're at school. And then you graduate and dudes are hitting on you and like.
No, that's exactly what happened to me.
Yeah.
No, dead ass. When I graduated high school, because I had moved high schools, and I went on a vacation with my best friend at the time, and all these guys, because I had gained like 40 pounds, 45 pounds after I moved. So within 2 years, gained a bunch of weight. So I had these huge knockers, and all these guys were like, oh my God, yo, did she get fake tits? Did she get fake tits? That girl from high school? Yeah, she got fake tits. Even my family right now is going around telling each other I got fake tits, and my tits aren't fake.
Yeah, they're real.
They're very real.
Very, very real. I've felt them. They're very real.
And it's like people are just really weird. And I remember this one guy, he was like, oh, remember we used to talk all the time in high school. I was like, dude, you never talked to me ever. You're the most popular guy in school. We never talked. And now you want to bang me? No. No.
Slide up in them DMs.
I'm not interested. There's maybe
Wait,
one
really?
guy.
You weren't like? Were you into him before?
In high school, sure. Junior high, sure.
But then he's after you. You weren't into him.
No, I'm not into it. It's gross to me. It's just like, oh, so I wasn't good enough then? Oh. But it's like suddenly I spread my puss and like I'm just this goddess. I think it's the sexual, like it's a mental thing for men also. Because they're like,
once it's like the there was like an old Greek Roman term for it, like oracles. The oracles were like these women who like would just orgasm and like they'd trip balls on like mushrooms and shit and orgasm and like they'd predict the future and shit.
Okay.
It kind of dates back to that kind of a archetype of like the woman who is like sexually on display, right? AKA like a porn star.
Yeah.
Right, dudes just fucking. It's a fantasy for men to be with a woman like that. They go nuts for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then wait. So he was hitting on you. Was this after you started doing porn or before you started doing porn?
Trying to remember. Might have been when I started doing porn, honestly.
Did you get a lot of dudes from like high school, your hometown, when you grew up, hitting you up after you started doing porn?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Subscribing to my OnlyFans, hitting me up like, oh, we should have fucked in high school and this and that. But most of them aren't as cute as they were in high school. Like, they're not. My like ideal man has changed anyway since high school. So
your ideal man has changed.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
If you bring up stuff like this, I'm gonna press you on it.
All right, let's do it. Okay.
We'll come back to the DMs later. We're on a new tangent here. This is good. Okay, so what was the ideal man back in high school?
Okay, so when I was in high school, my ideal guy was like a skater boy, long hair, stuff like that. I was like one, because I like multiple things. Okay, I'm indecisive. I have two favorites of everything.
A woman being indecisive. What a shock.
Crazy. So I like the skater boy, but I also like the meathead. Like if a guy's thick, like everyone used to say I liked fat guys, or I say husky guys, but I like a thick dude. I like, if your arm muscle is bigger than my thigh, I'm just like, you have it all.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's doable. I'm not quite there, but that's doable.
It's still nice though.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
But as I've gotten older, I like older men. I don't know why. I don't know.
The husky. When you say husky, does that include like are these dudes hairy as well?
I haven't really been with a guy that's super hairy. Huh. I haven't fantasized about it either, but
Okay.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Because that's something I noticed, man. When I first got into the industry, I assumed that I had to be like perfectly groomed and like shaved and like I got rid of like my chest hair and stuff. Like I would like wax it and stuff to get rid of my chest hair for shoots. And then I started realizing that like my fans really liked me hairy, and the girls preferred me hairy. They were like, oh, I love rubbing my hands through your chest hair and shit. I'm like, oh, well, that's fucking fantastic. There's way less work for me.
I think it's because you're exotic because of your accent.
I'm exotic.
Honest to goodness. I really think that's what it is. I know for me, like the first time I was on set and I met him, I was on a Team Skeet set and I was working with Calvin Hardy earlier that day. And you worked with Ali, Nicole, and someone else. You guys were doing a tennis scene. It was a threesome.
Oh, yeah.
It's a tennis scene.
Yeah.
And I remember I come out and I see him standing in the corner. I'm like, oh my God, it's Sterling Cooper. Like, oh shit. He starts talking to me like, like I started panicking inside. I was like, oh my God. He's like, you're cute. And I'm just like, he's Australian. I'm gonna have a panic attack. Because it's the exoticness. It's the accent. It's the accent.
Well, I'm flattered.
You're welcome.
You never told me that before.
Yeah, it's coming out on this side.
Yeah, I like this. I like brutal honesty. This is what I like to get out of the girls on the show. You can't hide it from me.
No.
No.
It will come out.
It will come out. And then it took us ages to shoot. We didn't shoot for ages. I got your number that day, and it took fucking ages for us to shoot.
Yeah.
And then we've only shot content. We
haven't professionally shot.
We've never been booked together. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get booked together though.
Yeah, that'd be a hot scene. So any directors watching this, book us together.
What's that?
We work well together.
Yes, we do.
Tom Bombadil, Australian accent +3. Damn right. Adds +3 your charisma.
Yes.
Tom Bombadil.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, everyone here is guessing that you are Irish or Scottish.
Yeah, I can actually pull up my DNA right now and tell you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You did the 23andMe? Mm-hmm. There you go.
So actually, you want to know what's funny? Is there's a website where some people were literally taking pictures of me from porn and trying to depict what descent I was. Jesus. And I was like, okay, you're watching a girl get fucked and that's what you're thinking. What descent is she? Like, and I'm on a website and they're like, oh, I think it's this and I think it's this. And because of they're analyzing my facial features. I'm like, you guys are weirdos.
Man, that is, yeah.
Whatever floats your boat though.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of things that float people's boats.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's see here.
Oh, this is your ancestry.com.
My DNA story. Okay. So
we've got 43% England and Northwestern Europe, 33% Scottish, and only 9% Irish. 9% Germanic Europe and 6% Norway. So you're Scottish English. You're northern England.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are your parents from America?
Yeah, my parents are American.
They've been here for and their parents were American?
Yeah, all that jazz. I have cousins in Germany and stuff, but that's only because they went out from America to get stationed there and ended up staying there. And being raised, my dad was very heavy into we're German. Huh. And I'd get my DNA test and I'm 9%.
No, you're not.
I'm like, I'm really not though. I'm really English. I look exactly like my mother and I look exactly like my grandmother. Huh. So yeah, my grandma actually passed away 3 days today. Oh. Yeah. Oh, it's okay though, because I look exactly like her. So that means I'm hot. She's cool.
Yeah, your granny would have been hot. Your mum's hot.
My mom is hot. No, my mom is hot.
You got a photo of your mum?
Yeah, you want to see?
I'll show you one. Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Give him my number.
Actually, my cousin came over the other day and told me an interesting fact that my mom and his mom, who are sisters, looked at my porn.
Huh.
And I screamed. I let go of the wheel. I had my roommate had to grab the car wheel because I was screaming.
Oh boy.
I was like, no, I'm scarred.
That's kind of scary.
It's really the most
I know for a fact that my dad has not seen my pornography because he can't use a computer.
Oh, he can't?
No, he is technologically inept.
That's my grandma, that's me, and that's my mom.
This is from, how old are you here?
I was 16.
Did you dye your hair?
Yeah, I'm not a redhead. I'm a brunette.
Oh, you're naturally brunette.
Yeah, I'm a brunette. Huh. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Well, there you go.
People don't really
because it works. That's why they're all thinking you're Irish.
See, because that's me when I was little.
Oh, so it's kind of red.
That's my grandma.
It's kind of red when you're younger, though.
Like a light brown, like a golden brown,
strawberry blonde.
Yeah,
when you're younger.
Just a light color.
Interesting. Yeah.
But that was me.
Wait, so was this a career choice? This dye. Now?
I've always wanted to be a redhead. I think redheads are really sexy.
I agree.
I actually lost my virginity to a redhead, so yeah. I dyed my hair April 2018, I think it was.
Okay.
And a few months prior, because I quit my job in March of 2018, I think it was. And a few months earlier, I tried to dye it like a dark brownie auburn, but I was like, no, I need it more like gingery. So I went really fire red for a while, and then I've toned it back. I've done a bunch of different colors.
Yeah, because I've seen, like, if you go through your Instagram, you can see it was like a lot redder.
Oh yeah.
Back when you were first starting out.
It was a baby.
Because did you join porn when you were 18?
20.
When you were 20?
20.
Okay. So in 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're 22 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. As of a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, November 3rd, election day.
Happy birthday. Oh, really?
Yep.
What a great day to have a birthday.
Yeah, so I'm an election day baby. My brother is born on New Year's. My other brother is born on Memorial Day. And I got the shit holiday.
You got the shit holiday?
I got the shit holiday.
It's a holiday that only comes around every 4 years.
Pretty much,
So,
yeah.
you know, it's like being a leap year baby.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Let's see. Just seeing if there's any Sterling is a motherfucker. Thank you, Silliman. Good to see you again too. I'm just seeing if there's any good questions here. Well, nothing that's catching my eye for the time being.
But you kept your
You
soul.
kept your soul.
Exactly. I'm a ginger, but I have a soul. Well, technically, I don't know if I do have a soul. I'm a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio fake ginger.
I don't know what that even means.
Scorpios are like, we're intense.
I don't buy any of that bullshit.
You don't? I have a Scorpio tattoo. Like I'm definitely into it.
I'm a pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl.
That's my star sign.
Hey, I see it.
That's why I sound different to all of you. All of you people.
That's why you sound different to all of us. Yankees.
Yankee doodles.
Yankers.
Whereabouts are you from in America?
I'm from Seattle, Washington.
West Coast, yeah.
Yeah, West Coast. I've had people like tell me I have an extremely pronounced accent. Like,
Yeah.
Which I
Well, I
guess.
didn't, like, when I hear your accent, I didn't think... I can't really tell where American accents are from, though.
Okay.
I still haven't figured it out. I can figure out, okay, if someone's from Boston or Texas, yes, I understand where they're from.
Boston, Texas.
Or yeah, Boston or Texas, I can figure out. Everywhere else, I've got no idea.
No. I love accents. They're my favorite, actually.
That's why we get along.
Yes. Accents are cool. That's why I dig it.
Let's get back into some of these juicy GMs, because we brought up there was some good ones in your Twitter a second ago. Yeah, so we started with that one. You should dance more often. These are good. 90% of these DMs are just like dudes saying, "Hi, hey babe," sending her love hearts. I love you. Nice to meet you. People.
That one.
Oh, this is a good one. Yeah. So hi. So I have a kink for a beautiful woman on her period. I would like to know if you'd be comfortable making a video for me during your next cycle. I think you're incredibly gorgeous from the pictures I've seen on your profile, by the way. Well, that's at least very polite.
He blocked me after he sent it, though. I think
Oh,
he got
what?
embarrassed.
What?
Yeah.
So he sent that and then you went to check his profile and he completely blocked you.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
I was like, you're a weirdo.
Yeah, he's a bit ashamed of it, maybe. Oh, this is at the very beginning. Let's keep scrolling. There was some really good ones here. Hi, you seem to get a lot of this from what I'm seeing in these ones in your Instagram DMs. You get a lot of, "Hi, can we work together?" "Hi, let's shoot content together," from just random ass dudes who aren't in porn. There's a lot of this in here. Would you ever do a fuck a fan contest? I'd love to shoot with you when I'm in LA. It's just some random person, like with 5 followers. There's a lot of that.
I hate it when they ask me to follow back.
Follow me back. Yeah.
I hate it. You don't subscribe to me. You're not really being a true fan, and you want me to give you the clout of me following you back?
This is a really funny one. I like this one. "Hey, I noticed you work in the adult industry. Can I ask, do you come across cryptocurrency payments?" This guy's on the cutting edge of sliding into girls' DMs right now. Tell you what. Bitcoin's skyrocketing right now, so maybe he's onto something. "You make me so hot, baby. I know you already have nudes on your profile, but would you pass me a new one? I will send you one too." Like, no, I don't want to see your dick pic, Daniel.
No.
Daniel.
I don't.
And there's a few dick pics in here as well. It's just message hidden deuces. That's a dick pic. Oh, this one. Yeah, this was the good one. I love you. Your pussy's very beautiful. You really look like my ex.
I hate that, and I've gotten that multiple times.
Probably because you got that sort of girl next door look.
Right, maybe. I mean, I completely changed the way I look from when I was dating this one ex of mine, and I always get afraid he's gonna hit me up and be like, "You look at my ex."
Oh, Jesus
But
Christ.
I think my whole small town knows I do porn now, so like, I'm pretty sure he's heard.
I'm pretty sure every girl in the industry has their whole small town talking about their fucking porn career. This is the stupidest message I've ever seen. By any chance, are you a porn star? Like, your entire profile is you getting dick down. No, I'm not. I just do this for fun on the weekends.
Here's my pussy out for free.
Like, well, I don't know. Like, every girl's got an OnlyFans account these days, so maybe it's not that. When was this sent? This was sent back in March. This was sent a while ago, though. That's yeah, you're the cutest. Yeah, lots of general love and dudes trying to slide in your DM. Dudes trying to get you to shoot content with them. There's that are complete randoms. Oh, this is the best one. Yeah. So it's a dick pic followed by, wow, that's a vagina. Not the cheap lips list thing my wife has between her legs. The more I watch your videos, the more my wife looks to me completely worthless compared to you, goddess.
Makes me sad. I don't like that.
It makes me laugh. Like, this guy's like, fuck my wife and her pussy lips.
Right?
I'm going to slide into this young girl's DMs. Oh my God, these are good. Did your driver's license get suspended for driving all these guys crazy?
What?
That's actually pretty funny.
Some guy the other day, he was like, do you have coronavirus? Because I'm chasing after a chew or something like that. Or something like that. And I was like, what? What the fuck?
Oh my God. Oh, this could be funny.
What's that one? Oh God.
Oh boy, here we go. Here's a good one. Hello. I am a slave who enjoys the practice of extreme fisting with 2 foot hands and very large objects on my butt. You have this practice? Question mark. No, Pedro. We don't. His name is Pedro.
I've actually fisted man ass before.
Have you?
I have for pegcam.com. Michael Vegas.
Michael Vegas.
Yeah.
He can take anything in his butt, that
It's
man.
crazy.
That man,
That
I've seen I've seen the size of the dildos that man could fucking
Size of
take.
my thigh,
yeah,
man.
they're fucking enormous. He is an experienced anal performer. Yeah, these are pretty that was a good one. I think we here we go. Here's another one. I'll let you peg me and teach me how to fist my ass. We're seeing a pattern here. Is it maybe these? When did you shoot with Michael Vegas?
Before pandemic. Pre-pandemic.
So this these probably came around the same time.
Probably.
This was back in March. Actually, no, then maybe. This is pretty fucking funny though. Oh my God. Oh, is that your little sex panda?
That's my text-free.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, these are fucking golden. Let me get rimmed by you.
Let me get rimmed by you.
I mean, you drive a hard bargain, sir. It's just that's your opener. Like, just let me just rim me. All right, don't offer, like, don't take her out for dinner. Don't buy us flowers. Just stick your tongue in my ass,
Just rim me ass.
young lady. Oh, here we go. Can I read that?
Yeah.
Just saw you on Bumble in Austin. Were you in Austin?
A while ago.
Okay. Well, it's someone with your pics and sending people these handles. Then I come over here and see you need a man where you can play with his butthole. There's a pattern going on. There's a lot of this. Oops, I accidentally went to you.
I mean, I don't mind.
Instagram.
Excuse me. I don't mind playing with a man's butthole, but like, bro, I never knew how many men wanted their buttholes played with. I mean, and there's a lot of homophobia going on, and I'm just like, come on. I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting your butthole played with, but just don't be shy about it and pretend that you don't want it.
Yeah, exactly. Was there any good ones in your? Did we find any good ones in your Instagram? I can't remember.
Not really.
The Instagram was pretty much the tame stuff. It was just a lot of people loving on you.
Pretty much.
A lot of loving on you.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But this is an example of a 22-year-old porn girl's DMs, gentlemen. So I hope you can appreciate the struggle that it is opening her phone every goddamn day. and seeing this kind of shit. Tom Bombadil was talking about sphincter control. What did we get up to in the chat? We got up to, yes, pterodactyl is my sign, in fact, correct. I used to call my sister and talk Russian to her back in high school just to get chicks wet. Well, there you go. Good for you, Black Russian.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think, like, I have a thing for German accents. I think the German accent sounds hot on a chick.
Really?
Yeah. But I don't like the French accent because I had an ex who was French.
Oh, oui.
Oui,
Oh, you.
Je t'aime, je t'aime. Yeah, fucking A.
Croissant.
Mm-hmm. Any other good questions in here? Newcastle asked what it was like working with Mike Adriano.
It was awesome. Mike's super nice, super professional. You know, he was really cool. I liked it a lot. I had fun. Really want to go back and work with him again because I've only done the all anal scene. I want to do swallowed nympho.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes he gets other dudes in. Sometimes he gets like Logan Long or Alex Jones in to do that stuff as well. But I've heard that his fans really, really like him. Like they can tell that it's his dick, and he doesn't really even show his face that much.
Not really.
But they can tell that it's his dick, and they just like the guys who subscribe to that website. They're not jerking off. They're jerking off to the girls, but they don't like it if it's another dude's penis. Apparently,
They like his dick.
That's what I've heard.
That's okay though.
Yeah. I like this one, Ricky. If a girl pegs a guy, does she have to buy him dinner afterwards? What do you think? I say yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But you also have to be my bitch for the night. You know, like.
Well, you're already if she's pegging you in the ass, you're already a bitch. So there you go. Well done, Ricky. That was the best question I ever had on this chat. Yeah, let's travel back in time a bit. So we didn't even finish the question because I asked you. Oh no, you did finish it because I asked you before what kind of guys you used to go for, and you were saying skater boys, and now you were saying you're going for like. Now your type is more like older dudes, right?
Yeah.
You said you lost your. Did you lose your virginity like earlier on?
Yeah, I was pretty young. I was in junior high.
Oh, okay, there you go. Because you said I remember you saying you lost it to a redhead.
Yeah, I did. Mm-hmm.
And it gave you a fetish for redhead dudes.
It definitely.
There's not that many redhead dudes there's like no redhead dudes in our industry, is there?
Oliver Flynn.
Is he redhead?
Yeah, he's a natural redhead.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah, that's like the only one.
Yeah, and he's contracted now.
Yeah, with Vixen. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a fitty.
He gets fucking paid. That boy.
He's really nice.
He gets paid. I haven't met him.
Yeah, we went on a hike and he got us lost. That's a story. Oh, good lord, we were lost for over an hour. Had to walk 20 minutes to the car.
Jesus Christ.
It was
Was that before or after our quick hike? Because I remember you telling me you were afraid of like hikes and stuff.
I think it was after.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm afraid of the outdoors.
Yeah, which is we won't go into detail on it, but that was quite a surprise for me, hearing that you're like afraid of the outdoors. But you haven't you said before you haven't shot porn in Europe or anything yet, have you?
No.
And but you'd been booked twice this year to go out there.
Yeah.
And then lockdown and corona and whatnot here.
I know, it made me so sad. I really wanted to go, but maybe I'll get to go like this spring.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Maybe. We'll see if all the borders and stuff open up. Well, I'm flying out in December, and we'll see if I get in. Yeah. If I get in, I'll let everyone else know.
Okay.
But I don't have an American passport. A little bit different.
Okay, that's true.
I sneak in on my Australian passport. The English don't mind that. What actually got you into porn in the first place?
What got me into porn?
Yeah.
I like sex. So I've been an avid porn watcher for a long time, and I used to like fantasize about doing porn, but I was like, there's no way I could ever do that.
Really?
No. And then after I got out of high school, I started stripping. And then I was like, oh, maybe I could do porn eventually. And then I ended up having a roommate that did just a few scenes here or there, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, And I had different like an agency or two up in my, hitting me up in the DMs on Twitter, and I was like, okay, I'll think about it. And that was, probably beginning of the year. And then May came around, and I was like, yep, I'm gonna do this. Like, do it. May was like, I'm going to do it. So I took from May to July, trying to get into agencies, trying to build up my profile until I finally did it. So that's kind of just, I just thought about it. Like, why not? I'm hot. Guys think I'm hot. Like, I've always been a really sexual person, and I never knew that guys thought I was as hot as I was. Like, it's kind of weird to me sometimes.
Yeah.
Like,
You've got the innocent girl next door look. That's the thing. That's the look you got going for you.
gotcha. Do I?
Yeah.
People don't think I'm a crazy.
You don't look. You don't look like you're not like the super bimboed up,
Yeah.
like Instagram model kind of chicks that we see nowadays, like like plastic, big titties, big fake butt kind of models. You're like the sweet. You look like the sweet innocent girl, but you've got the fucking dirty side to you.
Truth. So I always wonder, do guys think that I'm the sweet girl next door that doesn't?
You're the corruptible type, or
Okay.
like even though you're already clearly. That's the fantasy that's playing in their head, is like this innocent girl who I can corrupt,
Oh, okay. So
or
they
who's willing to be corrupted. That's kinda
okay,
how I
they
would.
think I'm innocent, but wait till they drop the drawers, and I'm like, I'm not.
Whoa, let me eat your butthole.
Retweet.
What were like your first scenes like? Were you nervous? Were you excited? Were you was it everything you'd hoped it would be? Was it a bit different to what you expected?
So my first scene was with Ryan King, Orthodontic Pleasures for Team Ski.
Because you had the braces on.
Yeah. Sandy did my makeup, Andres ran camera, all that jazz, and yeah, I used to have braces back once upon a time.
Yeah.
Still have my retainer though, so I can do like retainer blowjobs and stuff. I think that would be hot. Anyway, but so I was not really super nervous. I guess you could say I was excited. I was more nervous about how I was gonna be as a person, like if I was gonna be too anxious, and because I have anxiety, so I was like, what if I trip up on my words and like they catch it? What if they like don't think I'm professional? Well, what if I knock something over? Well, and I was super nervous, but I got there early enough that I actually got to watch a scene, because I was supposed to work with Lucas Frost, and he's really attractive, and I've never worked with him, and I was panicking. I was like, oh my god, this guy is so fucking hot. Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm used to just like fucking like hookups, and of course the first 2 weeks of porn, you're like, yes, fucking yeah. And then you get over it and you're like, okay, fucking still cool, but like this is work, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you think about like being on time and learning your lines and
professionalism,
opening up to the camera.
Of course, when you're having sex, of course you're having fun, but you're thinking about, like we said, opening up to the camera, making sure viewer has a good view, we're having fun, the director's happy with it, the company wants to rehire us, etc., etc. So anyway, Lucas, I guess, ended up canceling, and I watched Ryan do a MILF scene, and I just sat there and watched until they did my makeup, and then Ryan ended up being my next scene, because they were like, do you mind doing back-to-back? And he was really sweet, like, oh, redheads, I love redheads, da, 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 like making me feel so beautiful. Yeah. Like, he made me feel so hot, and I had so much fun, and I was really nervous and shy, and I wish I could have opened up more as my first scene, but is what it is.
It's your first. I've worked with a couple of girls for their first scene, or like their second scene, and it's very rare for a girl to be like, right out of the gate, have this shit down like straight away.
Yeah, because I was like nervous. They're like, okay.
They're most girls are very nervous.
Like, pose this way, pose that way, and I was like, oh shit, I have to model? Because I didn't know that porn had modeling in it at all, and I know that might sound dumb, but I really thought it was just fucking.
With all the stills.
Yeah, the modeling's the hardest part for me.
The pretty girls.
Yeah, stills.
The solo stuff.
Yeah, like trying to look pretty without a dick in my mouth, like like I'm just like, I know I'm cute and stuff, but I'm just like,
you look extra pretty with the dick in your mouth.
Thank
Aria.
you. I guess like people see me as a girl next door, but I see myself as like a bad bitch. So I'm just like, it's hard because I look all cute and innocent, but really I want tattoos all over my body. I have nipple piercings, I'm from a harder part of town, so it's just like, it's weird.
Yeah. Perceptions versus reality.
Exactly.
Somewhat different.
Weird.
What kind of have you had many like boyfriends or long-term relationships in the past?
Boyfriends. Yeah, I've had some boyfriends. I'm like, should I say names? I don't know.
No, don't dox anyone.
Okay, we're not doxing.
Don't dox anyone.
Okay.
What kinds of guys did you date?
I dated a lacrosse player. I dated a man bun.
Okay, like hipster.
Yeah, hipster dude, guy with a man bun, beard, and that vaped. Who else have I dated? I have dated like business guys, like 25, 24, like, to me, when I was like 18, 19, I was like, oh, they've got their shit together. But I'm over here 22. I'm like, y'all ain't got your shit together. Y'all ain't got your shit together.
Well, it's a 24-year-old dude has his shit together more than a 24-year-old chick, I think.
You think?
I think so.
Yeah.
Especially if he's in business. He kind of knows some shit. Or he has to know some shit. He has to, like, pull his shit together. You were telling me before there was a dude who had like 4 or 5 kids who was messaging you or something?
So I had this one guy that was messaging me on Instagram, and I ended up like, oh yeah, he's cute. Like he was a redhead and everything. So I was like, okay, yeah, you know, like that gets my kink off. Like, so I ended up getting his number and I texted him, and you know, he's definitely probably 37, 35, something like that. And then he told me he had kids, like, and a wife, and I was like, oh, like, is this an open relationship? Like, I'm not trying to, you know, just
be
bust
a home
in.
wrecker.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, you know, like I got 5 kids, like she knows it's fine, and I'm just like, I didn't reply, and he kept like texting me, and I was like, the 5 kids kind of had me there. I was like, okay, this is a little house on the prairie thing. We're gonna just walk away from it.
Were you afraid he would get you pregnant?
That. And I don't want to mess with no 5 kids and a wife. I'm sorry. No, I have 4 siblings. Okay, my parents are divorced. That's some PTSD for me. I'm like, I don't want to get into that family drama.
You don't want to be the reason.
No, I don't want to be no reason for nothing.
Yeah,
I was like,
I get that.
You can walk away from me, boy.
I get that, man.
No dick is worth it. I have a Hitachi at home.
Got one right there.
Hey, I love mine. It's my favorite.
It's your favorite toy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's every girl's favorite toy.
It's my favorite.
You don't get that. You were saying before, you don't get that many blue checkmark dudes sliding up in your DMs, though, do you?
A few, but not a lot.
Like a few athletes. I think
I think it was an Atlanta Falcons 3rd string dude hit me up one time. A guy from a music band that I actually listen to hit me up. There's a rapper that I listen to that hit me up, etc., etc. But like, I don't have any wants or needs to jump on it because I feel like it's just they want the porn. They just want to fuck a porn star, you know. Which, you know, I could go the other way and be like, I just want to fuck a, you know, band member or a actor or you know. I actually saw an actor at the airport last week, and I messaged him, and he messaged me back. Yeah,
you just slid up in his DMs.
I did, but all he said was hi back. So I was just like, okay, we're gonna leave it at that.
Fine. Push a bit, girl.
What am I supposed to say?
You got no game. You got no game at all.
I'm awkward.
Hi. That's all you got?
That's what he says
back
to
that up?
me. I was like, hey, saw you at the airport today.
You can't follow it up? Can't follow it up with anything?
When I was just say, hey, let me suck your cock. Like,
he'd probably say yes.
I grew up watching this guy, okay? Ooh. And he's older than me. He's like probably in his 40s now.
You're going to have to tell me afterwards who it is.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you after.
Yeah. That's, like, girls don't realize this. Like, you realize if you message like 99% of dudes, hey, can I suck your cock? They're gonna say yes, right?
Okay, I'm gonna start doing that then.
Look,
no,
everybody in the chat, am I right or am I wrong? All the men, we got 100. We got a lot of live viewers right now. You're popular, girl. Look at this.
Thanks. Blue. They're asking what a blue checkmark dude is.
Oh, blue checkmark dudes. So anyone on like Instagram or Twitter with a blue checkmark verification sliding into your
These are supposed to be important.
It's supposed to be like celebrities of some kind, like professional athletes, actors, musicians, like these people.
YouTube video people.
Yeah, but all YouTube personalities. That's not the only people who get blue check marks. Other people can get them, like journalists and stuff. But it's supposed to be, it's like a verification that you are the public figure you say you are.
Okay.
And it's basically a clout thing, and it also causes your DMs to slide to the top of the message request section.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's how they slide into your DMs.
Shit.
Yeah. Are you blue check marked?
No, I've tried, but I might have to keep trying, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, we got 100%. Yeah, okay, everyone's confirming exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, duh. Like if you message a guy saying, "Hey, can I suck your dick?" They're gonna say yes. Thank you. Cool.
Yeah.
Look at all these people saying yes, 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 yes. Okay, look, I'm right.
If Ed Sheeran slides into my DMs, yes, I am sucking his cock.
Where was he? Yeah.
Bombadil. Bombadil, sorry.
Bombadil.
I don't have Bombadil. I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah, if Ed Sheeran slides up in there, why don't you just send him a DM now?
He's married.
Yeah, but he'd still like you to suck his dick.
I'm sure, but I don't want to ruin the A-Team. I don't want to ruin his songs, the songs that I used to sing.
He might write a song about you.
Girl used to suck me cock.
This lovely redhead, she put my penis in her mouth.
And then me wife found out, and then now we're divorced. You know, I feel bad.
She doesn't have to know.
Oh, that's true. This lovely redhead sucked me cock.
Look, maybe next time he comes on tour, you just slide up in his DMs and you can disappear into his hotel room for a minute.
Okay, hey sir,
Get that ginger jizz. Mm-hmm. That's not how you suck.
that pale, beautiful penis.
Jesus Christ, this is amazing. Thank you for making this such a great live stream already.
Oh,
I mean, we're doing great. You haven't dated any married guys, have you?
I have.
Oh, you have?
I have.
Naughty girl.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Okay. So yeah, I have dated guys who have like wife and kids and shit, and I didn't really find out till later.
How much later?
Like
how long were you seeing him?
Okay, so I knew about like certain things in the beginning, and then other things start coming out like within a span of like over probably 9 months to a year. And I was like, okay, all right. But when the dick is just so good, you're just like, I can be your wife.
You paying attention, lads? I hope you're paying attention right here. When the dick is that good, she doesn't give a shit.
It's bad, and I'm sorry. God forgive me, but
don't ask for forgiveness.
I'm a slut. I can't.
Yeah, right. So okay, so that how old were you when that was happening?
Let's see. I haven't dated. Let's see, 18 at minimum. Because I've never.
So you were like 18.
Yeah.
And you were 18. He was what, in his mid-20s?
Mid-20s, yeah, mid to later 20s.
With a wife and kids or something.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, this is awkward, but I still need to get a rock off. I was going through some hard times after high school.
So when you say you were dating him, was he actually taking you out and doing activities with you, or was it just the sex thing?
I would say it was just the sex, because I don't really date. I haven't dated in 4 years. Right. And my plan is not to date for 5 years since my last breakup. My last breakup was horrible.
So you're like, I'm gonna have 5 years off.
5 years off of actual dating, like feelings, and I can just fuck. And and then I make a living off of it now.
And you do make a living off it. That's true.
Yeah, and I love to fuck. So.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions in here? Yeah, good point, Bull Rush. Where the hell is my blue check mark? Fucking Instagram and Twitter, folks. Hit me up. I get a lot of people sliding in my DMs offering me a blue checkmark service.
I get that too, but I think it's fake.
I think it's fake.
Yeah, I think it's just a hack in your shit.
Because I know people who have actually paid to get a blue checkmark done.
Oh,
it costs like $4 to $5 grand.
Jesus,
like that's not worth me popping up at the top of someone's DMs.
Sorry, no.
Sorry. Oops, where did we get to? There was a question back here. I thought it was all. Solid accent impression, says Tom Bombadil. I'm really enjoying getting to know Aria. I didn't know who she was before this was live. I think I'm going to go check out her work and come back in a few minutes.
Well, yes, please do.
Oh, there you go. Nice profile picture, David. Do you have any shoots coming up? Oops, that was wrong.
I have a shoot in December, actually. It's my next shoot. For some reason, this month has been a bit slow. I think it's just because the holidays the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, mine is not. Mine have been pretty slow, too.
Last month was pretty busy.
Adam asked, have you ever been to Dubai?
No, I want to. Fly me to Dubai.
Have you heard of the Dubai Porta Potty?
Who?
Have you ever heard of that?
No.
So here's the thing to watch out for. If you ever get a wealthy Arab man sliding in your DMs offering to fly you out to Dubai, they have a thing called the Dubai Porta Potty, which is basically where they poop on girls.
What?
They pay them to poop on their chest and stuff. And lots of Instagram models that you would probably follow have done this.
If they pay me a good amount, I would do it. So what's up? You want poop on my chest? Send me out to Dubai. Give me racks on racks on racks. I will do some freaky shit for money. I've done freaky shit for money. It's bad.
Fucking love having you
Farts.
on the show. This is great.
Throw up. Lots.
There you go. Well, there you go. So that answers your question, Adam. Oh my god. What do we get to? You throw me off with the poop on the chest.
Sorry,
I didn't expect you to say yes.
I would do it. I'm gonna be honest because it's money.
Okay, here's a question. But I had this gay fan DM me
Okay.
asking for a specific custom video from me. Okay, here's what he wanted. And I said, I didn't even reply to him. I thought this was ridiculous. But I've mentioned this to a few girls, and they've been like, that's hot. I'd totally do that. So I want to see what your reaction is. So he wanted me to... I'm not going to say it on camera, so you have to watch what I'm doing, because otherwise I'll get demonetized. Whatever. He wanted me to pretend to the girl, and then as she is ceasing to exist, shove my feet in her mouth.
No.
Stuff like that.
No.
Okay, so you do have a limit. That's
no,
good.
that's weird.
That's good. Okay, good.
That's
because I had a couple of girls be like, "Damn, that's hot."
That's not hot.
Like,
that's fucked up.
I'm not into the whole.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
What's it called? Snuff porn.
Oh,
Snuff porn.
that. Okay.
Yeah, that shit I'm not fucking into. And what you just said. Either.
Yes.
You said it right into the microphone, by the way.
Oh.
When you covered your face, you were right in front of the microphone. That's fine. I mean, whatever.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. I don't think we're gonna get completely demonetized. I mean, we're definitely getting demonetized. That's definitely happening.
Of course.
Oh, this is a good question from Adam. What would you say has been one of your most embarrassing scenes, or moments on set, or
like on set?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you had any big accidents?
Let's get relaxed here for this.
Relax, tiny and.
Knees up. Oh, all right. Let's see. Embarrassing moments.
Let's scoot you a bit closer so you're in focus. Oh,
Okay.
Did that fuck up my green screen? A little bit. There we go.
But
The illusion is being broken. There we go.
we are actually outside of planet Earth right now.
Yeah, we're not actually on space
So,
station.
most embarrassing moments on set. Oh, yeah. If I'm getting fucked too hard in doggy position, I will gag and sometimes throw up. I have not thrown up on set.
Wait. If you're getting fucked behind you, you'll gag.
I will. Because, okay, here's the thing. I don't really eat before scenes.
Yeah,
Most girls don't.
Me neither.
Okay, I've got endometriosis, which comes with a lot of medical problems, like spicy food and stuff like that. I can't do because it gives me the regurgitation and shit.
And spicy dick.
Spicy dick. Yeah, no. If the cum is really salty or spicy, that shit will fucking burn and fuck me up for days. Dead ass. But anyway, so I'm getting fucked really hard from behind. I'll just be like, oh, I'm getting seasick. I've had to grab blankets and hold it down because I've had to, but people can't tell.
My God, that's hilarious.
They can't
You
tell.
poor thing.
Yeah, or if I'm fucking personally, there's a thing where you can come so hard you throw up. I've done it. And also from the motion and like getting so overheated. Because I'm just like, okay, because I'm a pass out, you know.
Yeah, you seem like a very nauseous kind of girl.
Yeah, I get nauseous.
I had a girl secretly poop on set once. And when I say secretly, we were fucking on a doctor's bed, like on a medical, like a patient's bed.
Okay.
I think you probably know the studio I'm talking about. And then there was a tarp laid down because it was like a massage scene. So lots of like gel and slippery shit going on. And then, but there was me and I was having sex with her, and then there was 3 cameramen in the room, all looking at the action. And and then we cut, and then I pull my penis out, and then there's a bit of poop there. And she's like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry."
Was it anal?
No, it's just I was trying. In one position I was trying to make her squirt, and she had this. She told me this thing where when she either squirts or she poops herself when that is happening to her. And so I was doing that. Nothing happened. I was like, okay, we'll just transition. I transitioned into a different position and didn't even see. I was pointing her butt the wrong way, so away from the camera, so I didn't see the poop come out. And none of the cameras saw it. And so we fucked for like a good 10 minutes with this poop there. And no one even knew. Yeah, mystery poop. Just out of nowhere.
I would throw up.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even know it was there.
I don't do poop.
No one knew it was there. Yeah.
Unless for money.
Oh, boy. Here's a good question from Tom Bombadil. Do you own any Bitcoin?
No.
No?
No.
No? Have you heard of Bitcoin?
Yeah, but I don't really know what it is.
Okay, it's a digital currency. It's a cryptocurrency. It's a deregulated, decentralized currency. You should invest in it.
Okay.
For the long term.
Long time.
Well, not right now. It's at a high point right now. Wait for it to dip and then buy. Yeah. Follow my friends John from Modern Life Dating and his friend Charlie from Cultivate Crypto.
Okay.
Do you have any investment strategy though? Do you put your money away somewhere? Do you have any plans to buy houses or something?
I do not want to buy a house.
You don't want to buy a house?
No interest in buying a house.
Yeah.
Just don't want to. I'd rather rent. I'm currently paying off all my bills.
Bit of student debt and stuff?
Yeah, college debt, my car. I paid off my nose job.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you had.
Yeah,
because that happened since
August.
Yeah, that's since we worked together last.
Yeah.
Brand new nose. She's tiny.
She's tiny.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. So we didn't talk about that yet. What did you do in college? What were you studying? This is an interesting thing.
Okay, so when I went to college, I studied AP cybersecurity, and I also studied psychology classes.
Cybersecurity.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't try to hack this girl's account or slide into it, pretend to slide into a DMs pretending to be someone you're not. You can do some pretty decent background research on people.
I could embarrass a lot of people, but that's not. Don't need to focus my energy on it. No, but I have before, so don't try me.
Yeah, right. Do you have any long-term plans?
Long-term plans? I would love to counsel women in prison one day. That's my long-term goal.
Huh. It's a really specific thing.
Yeah.
Wow. Where'd that come from?
It's a bit of a story here, but so ever since I was little, I've always wanted to be like a lawyer. Like when I was like 6, 7, I wanted to be a lawyer. And then I think when I was about 8 years old is when I found out what murder was, like homicide. And that completely blew my mind. I was like, holy shit, I was not aware that people would kill another human being. So then I was like, okay, well, I want to be a homicide detective, or I want to be I want to be a prosecuting attorney. I want to get these guys. And then it transferred into, I want to be a cop. Like I want to be a homicide detective. So I ran with that for a long time. I actually went to college in high school. I went to a college program with college credits for police academy and science and all this stuff. So that was pretty cool. That was fun. And I learned in the little police academy college course, because my teacher, she used to be a booking officer for 11 years and her husband was part of the Washington Drug Control Board, all that stuff. She was like, yada, yada, you're really mentally strong, but physically, not really. So you should probably look into the mental stuff. Because we had those big dummies, like the people dummies that you'd have to drag around and, the fake weighted gun belts and all that stuff. And I just could not keep up. I could not keep up. And so, but mentally, I could defeat everyone else in my class. And there's boys that actually made fun of me in class about how many push-ups I could do because we were going around the class and I was like, I can only do 1. And so they laughed at me. And so we had to do like a mental exercise the next day and I beat them. And so she was like, yeah, you should go do counseling. You're really a people person. And you like stuff like that.
There you go.
So I was like, okay, all right. And I thought, learning about the justice system, jails, and the way that women are treated in the justice system, like, especially inside of a jail, I was like, okay, that's definitely something I want to go in and I want to talk to them and see what's going on. Like, I know I probably can't do much, but if I could be someone that understands or at least wants to care, not just a male counselor or officer who doesn't really care.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Or doesn't understand a female's perspective.
Dang. That's a very noble pursuit.
That's what I want to do. Or if I could, if I had the money, I would help homeless people. I would do an organization for that.
There's a lot of them around here in LA.
Oh yeah.
There's a ton of them here.
On Thanksgiving, I'll probably go hand out Rice Krispies and food and socks and stuff. So
nice.
Go do something like that.
That's good for you.
So if anyone wants to make some donations, just let me know because
it's lovely.
I'm gonna do that on Thanksgiving. Take a few $100 and go do that.
Look at this sweetheart right here.
I'm from Seattle. There's lots of homeless people. I'm used to it.
Well, all across the West Coast.
Everywhere. Oh, God, especially in the West Coast.
All across the West Coast. There are a lot of homeless people here.
It's sad.
That's an interesting question for me. Would you ever role play as Bane in that airplane scene? Absolutely, I would. I love Bane.
What's that?
Bane is the bad guy in one of the Batman movies.
Oh, okay.
He was played by Tom Hardy.
Okay.
Like the guy with the face mask.
Oh, okay.
It would be quite painful for you. That's one of his quotes. I think I do a fucking great job as Bane. So thank you, GK. There was a question up here from. Here you go. We kind of covered that already.
David's back.
Where was that?
David Cruz. He said, "Okay, I'm back."
Oh, David Cruz is back. Aria is approved. So I see the spizzo. Yes, indeed, a sweetheart. All right, what else we got here? It's probably gonna get. We'll probably we'll wrap it up soon. Might be one or two more questions I can throw you here. What what do you tend to spend your money on?
Amazon.
Amazon. But
Love
yeah, but what
Amazon.
specifically? Amazon can mean everything. Man.
Clothes and knickknacks and art, random stuff. Like I want to take my shoes and bedazzle them, but I still haven't done it. And then I have like a bedazzle like poster sticker that I'm halfway finished with.
But a lot of this money spent on like lingerie and makeup and stuff like that.
Yeah, lingerie,
What's a lingerie?
bras and things. It's an Australian brand.
It is. It's
Excuse me, sorry.
So is Honey Birdette.
I didn't know that.
That's Australian too.
Okay.
All the girls love Honey Birdette.
I do like that place. They actually just opened up a little boutique.
They only came.
So
they've only been
nice.
out in LA for maybe a year or a year and a half, I think. Because back when I was in Australia, all of the escorts that I was hanging out with, all of them bought Honey Birdette.
That shit's expensive.
That shit is expensive. And then they made their way to LA, and then I came out to LA, and all the porn girls started buying Honey Birdette as well. I was like, this is hilarious.
But bras and things.
Cheap.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
just as expensive as Victoria's Secret, but way better quality.
Yeah.
Way better.
You get more bang for your buck, right?
Of course.
Tom is reminding you to invest your money.
I will invest my money, Tom. Thank you.
What should she invest in, Tom? Tell her.
Dildos.
You can't just invest. That's not an investment. Just buying a dildo is not an investment. Aria.
I have a whole box full.
Yeah, that's not an investment. You're not gonna look. You're not gonna be able to sell that. Well, actually, you might be able to sell that. To be honest.
Yeah, I do sell
think about
used ones.
Yeah. Do you sell many used panties and things?
Yes, used panties, socks, dildos, butt plugs, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
This is a good thing to talk about.
I've actually had people buy my TTS band.
Fuck off.
No, dead ass.
What?
Dead ass.
That's how they get your DNA.
I don't put my blood on it. I take my blood out of it though.
The cotton ball. What? So she's talking about the TTS band. So when we get our blood tests done for our STI checks, they they'll just wrap around with like a bandage.
Yeah.
But it's also branded with their
TTS.
TTS.
And I make sure the blood's on if I take it, or a chewed straw. I've done a chewed straw from a bar before.
And people have bought this off you.
Yeah.
People are cloning you.
You think?
That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to clone you.
I mean, go ahead. Shit. My aunt went to Ireland and actually, I wonder if I still have it, sent me a picture of this girl who she thought was me because she said looked exactly like me, but I don't think so.
It's because someone cloned you. I'm telling you right now.
I was like, I'm just like, I better not be cloned. I'm gonna be freaking pissed.
Have you ever sold bathwater? It's a good question from GK.
Sold bathwater.
Yeah. You ever sold that?
No.
Do you know who Belle Delphine is?
Yes.
She's the girl who sold her bathwater and made a
God.
bunch of money off that.
Never.
Oh yes, good point. While she's looking for that, don't forget to smash the like button if everyone's still watching. It really helps this show show up in the YouTube algorithm. And if you're new to the show, give it a subscribe because we have a bunch of interviews like this on the show. My segment Tales from a Hot Girl, you get to meet a bunch more porn stars. We've got a few more coming up in the next week as well. So before I fly out of LA, I'm trying to cram in as many of these interviews as I can while I've got access to these beautiful women.
Yes.
But Tom says to invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I would concur.
Okay.
With Tom. Yeah, look up Charlie from Cultivate Crypto. He can tell you everything you need to know.
Google it.
He's an entire YouTube channel where he goes into detail. But you said you sell so you also sell. I haven't talked about this in this show yet, so I'm glad you mentioned it. Yeah, like used panties, used socks, this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah. They like it.
Are you getting so many requests for that it's kind of like a conveyor belt system, or is it just a come as you go?
Come as you go.
Okay.
You know, I sell my panties for like $50. So
Yeah, and how much does a pair of panties cost you?
anywhere from $2 to $15.
Yeah, so if you're selling a $2 pair of panties for $50, that's a pretty good margin.
Exactly.
So maybe I was wrong when I said dildos weren't an investment. Maybe you can turn them into an investment because
I definitely can.
You reckon you could sell? Have you ever tried selling a used dildo?
I have. I actually have before.
There you go.
And butt plugs.
Did you get your return on investment though?
Yeah.
You sold it for more than what you paid for
Oh
it?
yeah. No, I got the dildo for free. So, because
there you
you can test a bunch of dildos out on Amazon for free.
What?
Yeah, sex toys, pocket pussies, all that stuff.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, free sex toys.
Free sex toys.
Like crazy.
Why would they give you them for free?
It's because they need reviews. They need positive.
Oh,
reviews.
now I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, new products on Amazon do that all the time. Yeah. If someone has enough of your DNA, they could make a test tube baby.
Ooh.
So you might be cloned out there. If
Shit.
someone's buying all your blood work and all that kind of stuff, you might be copied.
Cloned, copied.
You know, that's a good markup. Damn right it is, Tom. That's a pretty damn good markup. Exploring Tiger Slow Dragon finally got a live session. Hail Thought, a god of the bin chickens. Thank you. Good to see you, sir. All hail. Oh, there you go. John James said you could learn to code too.
I learned a little bit in my actual. I did an AP class for, I think it was coding, like with the ones and the zeros or whatever. And then you go into the computer and you do all that talking to the system and shit. Yeah, I did that. Did that in college. But then I smoked a lot of weed and I forgot about a lot of that shit. So yeah, binary. It's called binary. Binary. I actually had a binary Seahawks t-shirt because I'm a Seahawks fan, and people used to make fun of me, and I'm like, dude.
Here's a good question from Adam. What are your thoughts on dating in 2020?
Horrible.
Why do you say horrible?
Okay, now this is getting
this is great. This is a great topic to.
This is very controversial, and I don't want people to hate me for this. So I don't really like talking about stuff like this, but I'll totally talk about stuff like this.
Here we go. Point the camera your way.
Men and women, we are at a divide here. We are at a divide. Okay.
All right, keep going. Keep going.
We are transferring from this
I'm curious to see where you're going with this.
brutally Christian, Republican America and world that we have with the suppression of women. I mean, women couldn't vote, all that type of stuff. We all know that shit. Okay. And the woman's place in a household and, you know, thinking like, oh, women don't want to have sex and all that stuff. They're not sexual. But then you have the elusive porn stars. And it's like, for me, it's just a big contrast is crazy between men and women these days. It's not like it was. It's like, back in the day, I guess women were supposed to be suppressed and guys were supposed to be the man in the house or whatever. But it wasn't agreeable, and women stuck in relationships because they had to. Now women don't have to. That's why there's so many divorces, so much conflict. Women are standing up for ourselves. Like, there's this line of feminism going on and all that stuff. You know, as long as you stand up for yourself and you can meet a guy that has an eye-to-eye view with you, but a woman and a man don't have an eye-to-eye view. You have a dick, I have a pussy. We have different emotions, the testosterone in your body versus the estrogen in my body.
So women, obviously you understand that, okay, obviously you understand that men and women are very different.
Very different.
Right.
And I don't like it.
Here's the thing that I think the problem is. I think that women have been lied to, but probably not in the way you think.
Okay.
I think one of the main reasons that there is such a, and I would agree with your I don't agree with your diagnosis. I would agree with the conclusion that men and women are very at loggerheads. They're very they're butting heads these days. Yeah. There's all of that. We're meant to be complementary. We're not meant to be. We're not meant to be like battling each other. Men and women are made to be complementary to one another.
Exactly. Right? I cannot find anyone to compliment me.
But we're fundamentally different, which you just agreed to, right?
Yes.
Which means that we like and we want different things, right?
Yeah.
And I think what the problem is that women have been taught over the last, at least the last 50 years, to be men. They've been taught to be the same. They've been taught like, you need to be a strong, independent woman. You need to go out there and earn your money and fuck this guy at home. Like he doesn't have to provide for you. He doesn't have to look after you. You need to make your own bag. You need to do this. You need to do that. Don't have kids. Do this. You know, like. Yeah. And I think that's like, and 50 years later, where are we now? Like everyone's not very. People aren't really happy.
Yeah.
Relationships, like you said, divorces are happening left, right, and center.
Yeah.
So that means we've done something wrong.
Something definitely.
Something fucked up.
That's why I think, personally, and from a personal perspective, like the household I grew up in and the type of father that I have a very conservative father, and I'm not very conservative at all.
You don't say.
No, not at all. Not at all.
You don't
extremely
say.
liberal.
Does porn, smokes weed.
Yep. I'm totally LGBTQ family.
We'll get pooped on our chest for money.
Yes, exactly. Like, you know, like I'm completely opposite. I just just watching like how crazy my childhood was and having a, you know, all that stuff. I was just like, I don't think I want to date. And then I was like, okay, you know, I'm in love with the idea of love. So I dated this one guy in high school, which was 4 years ago now. And he completely just ruined my ideals of love and all that stuff. And that's when I went.
Why?
It was abusive.
In what way? Like
physically and
physically
mentally, yeah.
Abusing.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's fucked up.
Physically and mentally. So I was just like, you know, I can't do this anymore. So
You know, I'm going to say something kind of controversial here,
yeah, go ahead.
which don't take it the wrong way.
No, go ahead.
But I think that a lot of women, because I hear stories like this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I hear stories of this, like, okay, I was in a really shitty relationship. The guy was abusive in this way or this way.
Mm-hmm.
I think that women are actually pretty bad at selecting partners.
Okay. No, you're not wrong at all.
Like for relationships. I
No,
think
I 100% agree. I've got
they have,
daddy issues.
and I think maybe that's because they haven't been told or taught
Mm-hmm.
how to vet for a partner.
I 100% agree.
Right, and I think men are the same too. Men, and don't get me wrong, men make the exact same mistakes. Men get into bad relationships, so they end up getting married. They get fucked over in divorce courts. They get fucked over in
Yes.
Child support, stuff like this.
And because I'm super big into psychology, I think it's a super big issue of our parents' traumas coming down onto us, making it harder for us between the stress of ourselves, our relationship with the world, and just trying to be a human being and connect with other people. It's hard because you are dealing with the trauma from your parents that they put onto you, and then you're trying to have a relationship with a whole nother fucking person, and then you bring out your traumas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my parents.
There's a lot of that.
My parents didn't give me trauma.
My parents gave me a lot.
They just gave me a roof over my head and food in my belly.
God.
I love them to death. Yeah, but that's like I said, I agree with the conclusion.
Yeah.
I just think it's from a different. I believe the reason for that, the reason that we're at loggerheads is different from the reason you think it is. That's fine. We're allowed to disagree.
That's okay.
And we're allowed to disagree.
That's okay.
That's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Look at that, guys. Look, see, this is called a civil this is a civil discourse.
Exactly. See, we're men and women. We have different opinions, and that's okay.
We obviously have different perspectives, and we've obviously got different experiences. But
And that's what makes you who you are, is the experiences you've been through.
that's right.
You know?
But yeah, I really think that, because look, if people talk about where we're at now, like, and people talk about like divorce rates are up, men and women are at loggerheads.
Yeah.
And they try to point the finger at, like, oh, we're in this very conservative republic. Like, I mean, forget the Republican thing, but we'll say we're in a patriarchy, we're in a conservative patriarchy, or whatever, right? We're less of one now than we were 50, 100 years ago.
Correct, yes.
Like back in say around World War One, World War Two, right?
Yeah, 40s.
I don't think you could argue that it was less conservative than it is now. Like, we're obviously more. Well, obviously then in, like, say, World War One, obviously was a more traditional conservative society than it is now, right? Mm-hmm. But we didn't have the divorce rates. We didn't have all this sort of stuff going on.
Because it was like this thing called The Family. There's actually a documentary on Netflix.
The nuclear family. Yeah.
Yes, I learned about that one.
And that's what I think is, like, I think a lot of people just want to have. Like, we've been sold, especially in America, we get sold this idea, this sort of celebrity lifestyle. Mm-hmm. People get sold this glitz and glamour, and here's what will make you happy, like being on $1 billion yacht and driving a fast car and shopping on Rodeo Drive and being an Instagram famous or being a YouTube celebrity. All this stuff is going to make you happy.
No, it doesn't.
And it fundamentally, what actually makes people happy is really basic, simple shit.
Yeah.
It's like close friends and connections, and like a strong family bonds. Always, like not everyone can have that. Obviously, not everyone gets that. But everyone that I know that has strong family bonds is very happy, right? So it does lead to a happier life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think another reason why I don't like the dating market these days is also myself. Like I said, personal traumas, you know.
So do you find it? Let's get back onto that.
Yeah.
I was going to wrap up. This is actually really interesting because we're still talking about stuff I don't normally talk about on this show.
Yeah, no, I love talking about psychology and like people and like brain and just, you know, I think at the end of the day, I've been in relationships where, you know, I've gone and I've seen my significant other. I've been happy to see them all day, and I go home and, you know, I've had the perfect day. This actually happened to me the other day.
You had the perfect date.
Yeah, I went out to San Diego. I saw my family in the morning, which I haven't seen for a year. I went out on a hangout/date with this guy. It was the most amazing thing ever. He's perfect. And I'm sitting there while we're watching the sunset, and I just get really sad. And like, I'm just like, you know, this is like, I'm getting sad in the most perfect place.
Why do you think you got sad?
It's because of the internal shit that I deal with, you know, the back of my mind.
Do you think it's like a... Because I'm trying to figure out what about that made you sad, as in like what triggered it.
I think
I'm not thinking like the conditioning, like the trauma.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, what in the moment were you depressed about?
That
this wasn't as exciting
beautiful.
as it could have been.
I think it was because like the wind was going through. I saw the sunset. I was looking at this palm tree, and I looked down and I saw this old couple like walking, and it triggered me because it was an old white guy and a young like a old Asian woman, and that's my dad and my stepmom, dead ass.
Oh, okay. Well,
it triggered me
that
to
makes sense.
like I was just like, oh, you know, like
Yeah.
got me. And then I see like other couples around me, and you know, when you go back to the what's the dating market like?
Yeah.
I do porn, and just, you know, people are always gonna look at me a certain way or another, however you want to see me for what I do. And I sometimes I do get scared, am I ever gonna get a relationship because I've done porn? But at the same time, I'm gonna be either freaky on camera, off camera.
Right. There's a few things in the chat that I wanted to
okay, let's do this.
Because there was a few things comments guys made. Didn't know that one. Where we get to? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Because this is my buddy Ryan. He actually does hypnosis.
Oh,
He
okay.
hypnotizes people. He actually helps men get over past traumatic experiences. So if you are actually interested in, maybe having someone poke around here mentally and actually help you fix some trauma like that, Ryan is the guy.
I wouldn't oppose to it.
My buddy Ryan is the guy to go to.
I've gone to just basic talk therapy since I was 7 years old. I'm now 22, so
this is different from. This is very
totally
different from,
into it.
This is very different from talk therapy.
Okay.
This is hypnosis. He puts you under and he plays around with your subconscious mind.
I would love to do that.
He doesn't play around. He doesn't play around. I'm bastardizing what you do here, Ryan.
That just makes me think of past life stuff like that. You know, when they do the past life thing.
This guy doesn't do that.
No, is it like that?
This guy will go in there and find and sort of get to the root of why.
I want to do that.
So there you go. I'll connect you with Ryan here.
I would love to.
Yeah. There you go, Ryan.
Yeah.
I'll send Aria your way. You can do it. We can do it over Skype and stuff. So,
okay. Yeah.
It's fine. So Sterling's channel now speaking more freely, and the discourse is more civil. Weird. Yeah. Well, you're welcome. Look. Yeah. So talk about the like dating in 2020, right?
Okay, yeah.
Do you find so you had that? So that guy was a date. The guy you went on.
Yeah.
And you said it was. Did you see him again?
Well, I don't know if you would say it was a date. It was like 3 days ago. It literally just happened. Literally
it just happened. Okay.
happened.
Are you going to see him again?
I hope so. Like,
Are you waiting for him to text you back, or are you?
I'm kind of waiting to see if he texts me. I don't know. I'm bad at this. I am good at being sexual. I know how to suck a dick, but I don't know when it comes with a man's feelings and having to use my feelings. I start to spaz out.
You don't have to use feelings.
But
You don't have to use feelings.
I get nervous.
You just have to be like pleasant. Don't really a quick primer on how to get a dude to like want to hang out with you, and it's nothing to do with sex.
Okay.
Be pleasant to be around.
Okay.
Be just like you are right now. Be fun, bubbly, delightful.
Okay.
And a guy will want to hang out with you again.
Okay. Well, I thought it was pretty delightful. We played frisbee. We went to the beach. We had some Mexican food, and we fucked. So.
And you fucked. There you go.
So I thought it was pretty good.
But the big thing for like here's a drop. So like for guys to want to sort of hang out with you long term and commit more time and energy to you, he needs to see loyalty. Mm-hmm. Right.
And see, that's what I get afraid of. Me doing porn is I don't see guys seeing that.
Yeah, bingo.
Because I have a business brain when this is sex. It's business.
Yeah.
And I could say that all day long, but I also told him, dating in porn is hard because then you have to go to work and then you have to have someone else inside you and you're like, I really just want XYZ inside me.
Dude, I'm glad you said that because I see, you're confirming shit I say on this show all the time. And it's because when it comes out of a woman's mouth, and you say it a different way to me and it confirms what I say. So I've said multiple times that there's certain girls that I work with on set who just don't want to be there. Yeah. But it's not necessarily because they don't like sex. It's because a lot of the time it's because they have a boyfriend at home or they have a partner at home or they have like some dude in their life that they would rather be fucking.
Yes.
And so, but they'll take the paycheck, they'll do the work, but I can tell, and there's no chemistry there. I can tell, and she's not giving me any. She's not giving me anything.
I've done that before. I've had moments like that.
Exactly. I think most girls in our industry have. And so that's when guys, when I say stuff like, oh, look, not every girl in this industry is a raging nymphomaniac. And sometimes it's a lot of work from my end because there's no chemistry. They don't really understand what I'm talking about. And this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Because if you don't have chemistry, then you don't have the passion in the scene. The directors feel it. You feel it.
But
awkward.
the main thing is that she has a dude she's infatuated with somewhere else.
Exactly.
And she either feels a bit of guilt about fucking you because she's fucking another dude, or she would rather have his dick in her.
Exactly. I think about other dicks sometimes when I'm on set because I think it happens.
There you go. It
happens.
But this is a common thing with girls in porn, going back to what you were saying about being in relationships and stuff. It's very common for me to see girls in porn, they'll get into a relationship and then with a dude, and within 6 months,
they're out.
6-12 months, the dude is giving her some kind of ultimatum. He's saying like, oh, it's me or the porn.
Yeah.
Because here's what happens in the dude's mind. In his mind, he's like, oh, yeah, the fantasy of being with a porn girl. I think I touched on this briefly before. Like, there's a fantasy in a guy's head of like, oh man, I really want to fuck a porn star. Like, she's gonna be amazing in bed. Like, the sex is gonna be phenomenal, and that lust and that allure. It's kind of like like the honeymoon phase people have in relationships, right?
Yeah.
Where they're fucking for like the first 6 to 12 months or whatever, and then the sex starts to sort of die down a bit, right? That's kind of what happens with guys who get into relationships with porn stars. Is they have that honeymoon period where they're just like, yeah, the sex, and then they get to a point where they're like, wait a minute, I'm actually not comfortable with my girlfriend fucking other dudes.
Oh, I see that.
And then they come to the girls with this ultimatum, and then they break up because the girls are like, well, no, I'm going to keep making money doing my career, or whatever like that, right? And sometimes, some very very rare occasion, the girl does actually get out of the industry,
which I think is stupid on her part. Sorry.
Well, look, if she wants to be like, I would say it's not stupid if she wants to be with that guy, because like, look.
I mean, that go for it, girl. But I just think that there's nothing. No man will ever take care of you. No man will.
That's a lie.
You are the only person that you have at the end of the day. I can tell you from personal experience.
That's a lie. And this is where I think you and me would disagree with relationships and stuff, because I think for a long-term sustainable relationship, it is the man's job to take care of shit. Right? If he wants to, I'm talking like wife and kid situation. I'm not talking just like casually dating. I'm talking wife and kid situation. I fundamentally, I'm pretty traditional in that aspect. It's the guy's job to take care of shit, to protect her. Yeah. Dude breaks in the fucking door, trying to hurt my family. I'm fucking killing that guy. You know what I mean? I'm protecting my wife. I'm protecting my kids. Yeah, that's my job as a man, to fucking sort shit out and take care, right? And yeah, so if I have a wife, oops, did we just lose my mic? No. If I have a wife, like, she ain't on her own. She's under my protection.
I think emotionally kind of is what I meant. Like a lot of like kind of like the honeymoon phase. Emotionally, you guys lose that lack and luster, or like I've heard a lot of guys say, "Oh, my wife just doesn't fuck me as much anymore," or it's kind of like that. Emotionally, for women, it's he doesn't love me as much anymore. And I feel like for guys, I mean, I'm not a guy, so tell me if I'm wrong, but she doesn't fuck me like she used to. So why are they always going and looking for something else?
Why are the guys looking for something else?
Yes, it's always. The women are looking for emotions, and the men are looking for sex.
Well, because
that's missing.
That's because we're different.
I just don't get how you guys can get married, be on the same sexual point, and then one day you just disconnect. It's so crazy.
Here's how to keep things good. Here's my controversial opinion on the ideal relationship setup. You ready for it? Where it's one dude and multiple women.
No, never.
That's the
I don't
perfect.
believe in that.
Here's why it's perfect. Because the women are all certain that the guy they're fucking is the shit. Like that he's the man, purely based on the fact that he can keep multiple women around of him, and he's happy because he gets to fuck multiple women.
Oh, that's so gross to me. That's so turn off.
That's gonna be my family setup.
I literally, not kidding you, I Google those polygamous people and watch them all day like fucking zoo animals because I think they're weirdos. I'm sorry, no offense, but I think they're weird.
I'm not talking polygamous. I'm talking polygyny.
What is that? I've never heard of polygyny.
I'm pretty sure I might be fucking up the term because polygyny is one man, multiple women.
I thought that was.
They don't. Polyamory is when both the men and the women fuck multiple partners.
Polygyny.
Polygyny. Gyne is in gynecologist.
Okay. Yeah. Polygyny. So he has multiple pussy.
Polyandry is the other way around. Polyandry is when it's one woman with multiple dudes.
Well, now that was my next question. Now, how would you feel? How would that make you feel as a person if you were dating?
I wouldn't date that.
Okay, now this is where I get confused. Now this is where it's gonna get controversial. Okay, so why is that okay for a guy to do that? But
because we're different.
But that's not okay.
Hang on, my mic's fucking up a bit. Hang on. Oops. Hang Is my mic still good, guys? I had a bit of a fuck up.
But I've also heard like men and women are different and they're not supposed to be meant the same and and like I've heard all these different things from men and women. And at the end of the day,
Hearing it from another one right now.
I think it's just we're human beings. We want to be treated like just with not necessarily the same, but with the same kindness. Maybe in a different way.
In a different way.
Yeah.
In a different way. Because men and women need different things.
I mean, and if a woman wants to be in a polygyny relationship, go ahead. I would just feel disrespected. I would feel disrespected personally. But that's...
Why do you think you'd feel disrespected?
I can tell you one. My dad's a habitual cheater. And that
Because it reminds you of the family breakup.
Yeah, my dad left us so many times.
Right. See, I'm not talking... Like, what I'm talking about is... I'm not talking about a cheating situation. I'm talking about, like, me and five women living under the same house.
Yeah.
Raising family.
Yeah.
Together. Like... They all have kids.
Yeah.
Like, and we're all there together, and I'm protecting them, and I'm looking after them, and I'm taking care of them all.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. That's a different. There's loyalty there. There's protection, there's safety, there's security there for every one of those women.
I mean, if that makes them happy, I just wouldn't be happy like that. But you know what I mean.
But I'm not saying that what I'm intending, and my plan is not going to be easy to pull off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's not what our society says is
normal
and stable.
But what is normal? But then that's the thing. That's the thing for me is everyone's different ideals in normal and what's okay morally is just, this is why I think we fight as people and as humans. We fight and we butt heads so much because it's like, oh no, I'm right. Oh no, I'm right. But and I see that because where I grew up, if you like talk shit, girls fight. We punch each other. And then I moved to a different town where it was you talk shit and you pretend you're going to punch each other. And I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that. So when I turned around, I decked this one guy for calling me a cunt. And I got suspended for 2 weeks. I didn't understand. Because you know what I mean? Like you just, even to this day, I have to stop myself and say, okay, like, you know, you can't get angry with people. You can't, because people handle situations differently. Like they handle relationships differently. They handle everything differently. I mean, like if that relationship works for you, go for it. Exactly. I mean, I don't know, like, how would you, is there a community for that? Or, like, do you have to go to a specific area where that's welcomed? Or how does that work?
No, I just find girls and I look, this is part of the reason why I'm going to Europe. I'm trying to find a place in Europe where I can actually build this kind of a place.
Okay.
Me and my friend, both me and my buddy are looking for the similar thing.
Okay. Hey.
There's a bit of a sneak. I probably shouldn't have even mentioned that, but there you go. Everyone knows his name.
I got it out of here.
You got me. I like this. People are really loving this conversation we're having.
Oh, what are they saying?
They're loving it. She's so open that it almost makes me question my reality. You are very open. You're very honest. I like this.
Yeah.
Aria, you're very honest. And that's why I like giving porn. In general, I like getting porn girls on the show because they're very, very open and honest like this.
I think since we have nothing to lose. Our assholes are out on the internet.
Bingo. There's nothing to lose. You got nothing to hide.
I've got nothing to hide emotionally, physically, or mentally. I'm going to be real with you.
Totally real.
When my grandma passed away 3 years ago today and her soul left the room and I felt it left the room, I was like, holy shit, one day I'm going to die. And I watched someone die. It was the first time I watched someone die. And I was like, I cannot live my life under everyone else's rules.
It is not a very...
So this is why I do whatever the fuck I want. And, you know, what makes me happy. Like I said, I don't agree with the polybaginy, whatever. But if that makes him happy, fucking go for it.
Polybaginy?
What is it called?
Polygyny.
It sounds like an Irish castle. Like the Blarney. The polybaginy. That's what it sounds like.
Good to see you again, Shozen. Sterling's show is great. It goes into the psychology of sex as well as the physical. Thank you, Mike. It's good to see you back in the chat again, man. Most porn star content I've seen is very edgelord shock jock. I think he's referring to the actual porn itself.
Oh, okay.
This is educational and perspective opening and enlightening and fun and fast paced at the same time. Thank you, Tom Bombadil, and thank you for giving Aria some investment advice as well. Gotta go was great. Gotta go. Thanks for coming on, Aria. It's a fun stream.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Odin. I'm going to get my harem. Yes, I am.
What's that?
What?
A harem?
A harem is basically what I'm explaining. A polygyny situation is
okay.
a harem. It's another way of describing it. Where do we get to? Oops. Chat skips like that sometimes. Where did I get to?
See, I saw someone comment said that I said what you think the polygyny thing is gross, but I've dated a married guy. I can see the hypocrisy in that. 100%.
Okay,
but the thing that I think is different is that the wife knowing and being okay with that
It's different.
Is different. I am bisexual. I do like women, but I don't think I could share someone with another partner.
You do it on camera all the time.
I do it on camera all the time. I do, but it's not my emotions.
Have you never had a threesome in your personal life?
I have. Those are fun.
So you've done it.
But I haven't emotionally done it. But not emotionally.
Fun.
It is sexually fun, but not emotionally.
It's very sexually fun.
Very sexually fun. I do like that. Yes.
You mean your housemate should do one?
Yes, I'm down.
She's cute.
Yeah, she is very cute.
She's a cutie. I don't want to beat a dead horse. We've kind of gone over all of this stuff already. I think this is probably a good place to. Here we go. Let's finish with it. It's refreshing that both of you express different opinions and remain respectful to each other.
Of course.
Exactly. This is how you should. You don't have to butt heads with people all day.
You don't have to.
Where did we get to? There was one more
And
thing.
he was respectful about it. I was respectful about difference of opinions. That's number one. If you're having, it's not an argument, it's not a disagreement, it's a civil conversation. If you can respect each other's opinions, because once you start to disrespect, is where you're going to lose logic and all the other shit.
Here we go. Aria's hilarious. Absolutely love her personality.
Thank
There you go. Let me. Here we go. We're caught up. In my country, there's a guy with 3 women, 2 sisters, and their cousin, and 28 children. Wow.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of kids to come out of 3 women.
It's like the
wow.
family.
That's. I'd imagine. Is it a Muslim setup? With 2 sisters and a cousin? I would imagine that might be because under Islam you're allowed to have like 4 wives.
Because in Norway, when Muslim men and people go to Norway, I just watched a YouTube video on it. I love YouTube. They have to take sensitivity training on how to treat women in Norway and stuff before they can.
I don't think that's working.
No, it's not.
I don't think that's working at all.
It doesn't. It doesn't work. It doesn't.
My best friend just converted to Islam at the beginning of this year. Yeah. So he's the guy I'm traveling with in Europe.
Okay.
So he's he's English. He's like a white English guy.
He's white English.
Comes from a very different background. So he's got a very, very different take on Islam than most people.
Interesting.
He's educating me a lot on what's going wrong with Islam in the West.
Okay.
And he has a lot of opinions on why that is. I'm gonna have him on the show a bunch while we're traveling, so he's gonna give some really cool insights into that.
That has to do with
it's a cultural clash, man.
Yes,
it's totally a cultural clash. I think we've been going for an hour and a half. Yes, don't forget to leave your show. So where can everybody find you? Thank you, David.
What
are your socials, your Instagram, your Twitter? Tell them if it's safe for work, not safe for work.
Okay. My Instagram is safe for work. It's Aria X Carson. So that'll be my Instagram. My not safe for work Twitter is the Aria Carson. And you can find me on a not safe for work OnlyFans page at Aria X Carson and my free OnlyFans page at the Aria Carson.
There you go.
And many vids.
And
Pornhub. And you can Google me.
And you can find her.
Tumblr, Reddit, everything.
You can see, what did we start the show with? You can see her balloon knot.
My balloon knot on the internet. I actually want to start a YouTube channel. I just haven't gone in.
Girls do really well. Like some of the girls that have YouTube channels blow up really quickly.
Yeah.
People like seeing hot chicks.
I just don't know what I would talk about. Do they want to hear me blabber all day?
I don't know.
Maybe they do. I mean, I guess they do.
Maybe they do. So just have a cool guy like me interview you and it'll be fun.
Okay, good.
And I'll bring out all the charm out of you like we did today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, give it a subscribe. Thank Aria for coming on once again. And yeah.
Thanks for having me.
What have I got tomorrow? I don't think I have anything scheduled for tomorrow just yet. I'm live streaming tomorrow, but it'll probably be just me chit-chatting about a certain topic. I won't have a guest in tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Thanks once again. Yeah. This was good fun. Let's play some music and let's get out of here.